Now, when it comes to call tracking systems, I've tried a bunch of different systems over the years, and the one that I've had the most success with is called CallRail. I'll leave a link below where you can get signed up and use all these different features and everything, but essentially it allows you to create call tracking numbers, put that number on your website, and then when somebody calls you, you can track all the different calls, voicemails. You can even record the calls and listen back the recordings. So if you have staff that's answering phone calls for your company, you'll be able to listen to those recorded calls and know exactly what's going on. You can even rate the calls, so you can use this sort of like a CRM, customer relation management system, and basically indicate which leads are good and which ones are not, and try to get more good leads as time goes on. So a whole bunch of functionality. I won't dive too deep into things, but I just kind of want to explain how the system works, why it's beneficial. And when it comes to phone calls, typically when you have your phone number on your website, it's nearly impossible to track when somebody types that phone number into their phone and calls you, unless you're using some sort of call tracking phone number. And that's sort of the basic call tracking, where you just take a tracking number, put it on a website. But that won't really give you like keyword data or any specific data about where the call came from, other than that it came from wherever that phone number is listed. So if you only have that phone number listed on your website, then it's a really easy way to track things. However, sometimes you have people coming from multiple places, right? You might be sending people to your website from social media, from Google, from ads, and you might want to track, where are the conversions coming from? Are all of my conversions coming from Google organic? Are they coming from the ads I'm running? How do I know that? So what you would do is create what's called a number pool, which is a collection of phone numbers that you put on your website, and it's going to show a different phone number to different users, and that's going to allow it to track the source of the actual conversion for the phone call, right? So you would just do that by, I won't go through all the details, but you have to set up a company first, and then when you create a number, you just use the online on my website and track keywords. Then you put your phone number in here, set up all the tracking, and then it'll make you integrate on your website from here. So you just go to JavaScript snippet, and then you'll see a JavaScript code that looks like this, and it tells you to just place this before the closing body tag on every page of your website. So we would come paste that into the code in our website here, and that would cause this phone number to switch out with one of the phone numbers that we set up in this number pool when we finish setting this whole thing up. And so each time somebody loads this web page, the JavaScript code knows where they came from. It gives them a specific phone number to call. If they end up calling that phone number, then we can track that here and see like what keyword they used when they clicked on our ad on Google or Microsoft, or even organic. We can see the source, if it came from Google, Bing, Yahoo, more or less the actual location that the person came from when they found you and became a conversion of whatever sort. Most likely a phone call in this case. There are text messages, so people can text you through these numbers as well, so that can count as a conversion. And there's even form tracking, so you can track all your conversions in one place if you want to. You can set it up so that you have your forms being tracked, your phone numbers being tracked, so anyone that comes to your website and comes to your contact page or fills out to get a quote form or calls you, then you'll be able to see exactly where that person came from based on that code that you have. It's like a tracking code, that JavaScript snippet, this one that we paste on the website here. This is like a tracking code. It knows where everybody's coming from, what they're doing, who to give what phone number to, and that will allow you to get really granular about the performance of your website. So I hope you found that helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about in terms of call tracking systems or anything of that nature, don't hesitate to reach out. You can just drop your questions in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there. If you're like most new business owners, you're probably struggling to get your online presence established, let alone get it to the point where it's bringing you a consistent flow of customers, right? So that's why I created this free course where I actually walk you step by step through the whole process of setting up your online presence. This is the same process we've been using for our clients for over a decade at one of my agencies. And essentially, I'm going to show you how to set up an SEO-friendly business name right from the get-go, how to develop your website really quickly and easily, how to set up your Google Maps listing, start getting some Google reviews, everything you need in order to have a substantial online presence where people can actually start finding you and purchasing your products or services. The best part is I'm going to show you how to do it in under a couple of hours and all for less than $50. If you're interested, I'll leave a link below where you can get signed up today. Make sure to check this course out for free right now because I'm probably going to start charging for this at some point in the future. All right, I'll see you on the other side.